Welcome back. Joining us on the program now, we have actress and the award-winning filmmaker of Mulatto's Dilemma,
Juliet Mulatto.
Yes, Juliet Fairley's Mulatto's Dilemma, because somebody tried to steal it, so I had to put my name on it.
You had to put your name in the title.
I had to put my name in the title because people thought they could steal it, so.
Who tried to steal it, Juliet?
He's just like you.
Is he?
People are stealing his stuff, yeah.
That's why I don't make any films, because I think people will steal them.
Oh yeah, you have to put your name on it. That's why Tyler Perry puts his name on his films, because there's no mistaking, Juliet Fairley's Mulatto's Dilemma in case somebody has a bright idea.
Like another mulatto.
Yeah. And I started actually doing these films because I didn't see that many castings for biracial, mixed-race people. So I said, well, I'm going to create my own content for myself. And that's kind of how I started doing these films. I didn't start out to be a filmmaker. I'm an actress.
So what is a mulatto dilemma?
The mulatto is what Cinda is, and it's what I am. And the mulatto's dilemma in my particular film has to do with the fact that my mom, who's a blonde, blue-eyed woman, had issues with my fiance's kinky hair. And so the dilemma was, do I follow my mother's lead, who says marry a European, or do I follow my heart? So, and that was what happened in the second film. Of course, there's 3 different films. One of them is airing on network affiliates and cable stations, and the other one just won Best Romantic Comedy, and the third one we just wrapped on Sunday. But the dilemma in that event, there was also a second dilemma in that film, which won Best Romantic Comedy, which was this African-American boyfriend that I had, which is on a true story, who was famous. There were always women all over him. So the dilemma was, do I marry this man and his fans, or do I walk away and go marry a normal Joe?
Could you have just married his fans?
Right, who? His friend?
He said, could you have just married his fans? It would have made you bigger.
Instead of him.
Coming along with it, it was like you're marrying him and his fans. And so that's kind of, the dilemma in that film. And it's a funny film. It's funny where the mom talks about his kinky hair, and I say, well, Mom, Daddy has kinky hair. She goes, yeah, but Daddy's hair is small kinky, and your boyfriend's hair is big kinky. So it's a comedy, and that's why it won Best Romantic Comedy.
Well,
what I think is, yes, congratulations. What I thought was fantastic is all this heat you got from biracial women getting no play and biracial chicks getting no play in Hollywood. They were dogging you. They were talking about you.
They sure were.
I called Sue Katz, our executive producer. I said, we've got to get Juliet Fairley on this show because she's saying it like it is. As you know, Henry Louis Gates was doing this whole show on actresses, on African-American actresses who were talking about how light-skinned women with light eyes are getting all the roles. I want to know in The Help how many people you saw that looked like me and Vanessa Williams.
Well, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that they had attacked me at the IndieWire. I think it was Shadow and Act, which is the African-American division of IndieWire, and they had attacked I wasn't bothering anybody. I'm just doing my little films by myself, and Jasmine Guy came along for the ride, and it was just too much for them. They didn't like the attention, they didn't like the positivity, and they had to attack it. And they said they took the words out of my mouth, and they said that I had said that there are no biracials working. That wasn't my point. My point was I started making these films because there were not that many castings that demanded biracial people in general or mixed race people. So I created my own. Well, not for, and even the little girl that's in my film, she's biracial, and she's in the video rebuttal. And the mother, who's African American, the father is white. She said they hardly ever ask for mixed race, and when they do, you see a lot of half Asian, half white, half Hispanic, half white. There's not that many black and white. So the people, so even the children, they're not really asking for biracial mixed race. And that was my point, was that most of the castings don't ask for us. They ask for African American, and then we applied for those jobs.
Movies. We were out of time. We got to take a break. But before we go, how can people find out about your films and see them?
They're on sale. They're on sale on Amazon.com. Mulatto Saga, Mulatto's Dilemma, Juliet Fairley's Mulatto's Dilemma. They're also on sale on mulattosaga.org.
Okay.
And so you can pick it up there.
All right,
Power
Juliet.
to the mulattoes,
Power
baby!
to the mulattoes. That's right, Juliet Fairley, ladies and
Juliet
gentlemen.
Fairley, thank you for coming on the show.
We got to take a break. We'll be right back.